In this tutorial, we'd like to show you a little bit about calculating geometry for shapefiles. So in this case here, you can see we're looking at gaswork parks and we have the paths and the buildings. So if we wanted to calculate the geometry for those, so the distance of the lines as well as the area or perimeter of the buildings or the polygons, we'd like to show you how to do that. And so the first thing you need to note is you need to be aware of what projection you're using, because the projection is important for giving an accurate representation of the calculation. So if you go into layers and then properties, you'll see currently we have WGS 1984 UTM zone 10, and so that is the current zone, and that you'll realize that that is both the current one for if I go back in here, it's current for the map system as well as in the layers. You can look at each of these individually, and so the gasworks and the buildings, all of these are currently on zone 10N. So in order to calculate the geometry, those do need to be the same. Now if your shapefile is not currently in the correct coordinate system, you can go to your catalog here, and I can right click on gasworks buildings, and I can select a new coordinate system to match it with the current coordinate system from the maps. So from there, once that's done, first thing you're going to do is go into your attribute table, open that attribute table, pull that over, and we're going to add a field. And so I can add a field, and we want this to be a numeric, a double, giving us plenty of room to work with for the numbers that are calculated, and we're just going to call this length and hit OK. So that brings up a new column called length here, and very simply you just right click on that length and go to calculate geometry. This is just letting you know that if you do this in outside an edit session, it's quicker, but it's a done deal. So again, we're using the coordinate system 10N, and we want length. You can do other aspects in terms of just the actual coordinates, but we want length in this case, and we'll do it in feet, and we'll do it in miles. Click OK, and sure enough, each of those individual sections of polylines, it gives you the mileage on each of those, and then we can close that out. Now if we wanted to do the areas, it works very similarly. We're going to go into the attribute table, add a field. This time we're going to call it area. Again, make sure that you do a double there, and we will now calculate the geometry here. So now you have perimeter as an option, but we want to do area. Again, we'll do square feet. Click OK, and boom goes the dynamite. So there you have it. That's how to calculate geometry within ArcGIS, and again, make sure that you're using the correct coordinate system.